Welcome to this Pilates practice for pelvic stability and lower body strength. This is a great class for anyone who invests a large portion of their day in a seated activity. We're really going to be activating the lower body and improving our strength and full body awareness. So we'll get started today in child's pose. Take a moment to rest your glutes atop of your heels. Widen your knees as much as you like, and begin to reach your arms out in front as you lower your belly, your heart, and your forehead down towards the mat. You might like to close the eyes here. Soften the muscles along the back body. Relax your face. Give yourself a moment to check in. Notice how the body is feeling today. Notice how you're feeling. Perhaps taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up today, acknowledging your efforts for deciding to get here on the mat. And let us transition into our practice with 3 nourishing breaths. Inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling, letting go. And giving yourself permission to release any harbored emotions, any unwanted tension. One more breath here. On your next inhalation, press into your palms and rise up onto all fours, coming into our tabletop position. Take a moment to align your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. On your next inhalation, lower the belly, open the chest. Exhale, press into your palms, curl and round the spine. Flowing through a few more repetitions of our cat and cow as we begin to gently mobilize the spinal column. Waking up the shoulders. Let's go for one more round in each direction. We're returning your spine to a neutral alignment. From here, let's lower down onto our forearms, aligning elbows with shoulders. On your exhalation, extend your left leg back, point the toes. Pause for the inhalation. On your next exhalation, engage your glutes, raise your leg. Inhale to lower with control. Let's go again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, just like this. So we want to raise our leg as high as we can without compensating into the lower back. So we don't want to arch the back. If you notice that that begins to happen, maybe this is an indication to reduce your range of motion a little bit. Every time you raise your leg, engaging your core muscles, knitting your ribs together, keeping the neck long. Let's go again. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, continuing to press firmly into your forearms so that we are protecting the shoulder girdle. And again. Let's go for one more round. On your next exhalation, keep your leg elevated and let's find some small circles in one direction. We're keeping the pelvis stable, both hip bones are facing towards the mat. Pointing your toes, really finding your longest leg line here. Let's go for 3 more circles. And let's swap the direction of our circles. Keep the leg elevated. Continue to engage your left glute, stabilizing the upper body. Keep the leg lifted and find some small pulses here. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your leg lifted. Re-extend your arms, flex your foot, exhale, bend, inhale, straighten. So we are bending and straightening our left knee. Every time you straighten your leg, driving into the heel of your foot, feeling an engagement for the back of that leg, your hamstrings, as well as the glute. Keep going. Continue to press firmly into your palms, your fingertips. And from here, keep a bend in your knee. Let's lower the knee down and lift. Lower and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Really finding a little bit more engagement every time you lift that leg. Last 2. Final 1. And from here, we're going to open our leg out to the side. On your next exhalation, open your leg out. Inhale to lower. Exhale to open. Inhale to lower. So we want to keep the rest of the body stable here, doing your best to keep your right hip over your right knee. Perhaps pressing a little bit more firmly into your right palm to support you here. Final lift. And lower down. Let's take a moment in child's pose. Letting go of any tension that might have built up. Using this as an invitation to notice the quality of your breathing. On your next inhalation, press into your palms, rise up, and we'll find our series on the other side. So setting up on your forearms, exhale, extend your right leg back, point the toes. And on your next exhalation, raise your leg, inhale to lower, exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Every time you raise that leg, engage your glutes. Think about drawing your navel towards the spine. Continuing to keep the neck long as you gaze towards the top of your mat. Again, we want to keep the hips squared. The pelvis is stable. It is just the right leg that is moving. Let's go for 1 more round. On your next exhalation, keep your leg up and let's find our small circles here. Keeping that activation along the back of your leg, pointing your toes. Let's go for 3 more circles in this direction. And let's swap the direction of our circles. Notice if you're holding tension around the upper body. Practicing mindful breathing. 1 more circle. Keep the leg up and let's find our small pulses. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Re-extend your arms, aligning your wrists with your shoulders. Flex your foot. And let's bend and straighten our leg. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Every time you straighten your leg, driving into your heel. Again, we want to ensure that that right hip bone is facing towards the earth. Let's go for 1 more round. Keep your knee bent. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. So we're lowering the right leg so that both thighs, both knees are aligned. And then on your exhalation, we're raising the leg up and engaging the glutes. We're maintaining that 90-degree angle with our knee. Maybe pressing a little bit more firmly into your right palm. And again. Let's go for one more round. And on your next exhalation, open your leg out to the side. Inhale to lower. So this time we want to keep our left hip aligned with our left knee. Raising that leg as high as you can without compromising the form of your torso. I know I'm moving around a little bit, so just doing your best here. Final round. And gently release. Well done. Lower into child's pose. One breath here. Now let's rise up, tuck the toes under, and extend the legs, sending the pelvis skywards, coming into a downward dog. It might feel nice to stretch out your legs a little bit here. Breathing into any regions of sensitivity. On your next inhalation, raise your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee towards right wrist. Let's prepare for our pigeon stretch. Taking a moment to square off the hips. Doing your best to distribute your weight evenly between the left and the right legs. Maybe you'd like to stay upright or come into a forward fold. And giving yourself permission to soften. On your next inhalation, elevate your torso, tuck the back toes under, and let's return to our downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, knee to left wrist, coming into your expression of pigeon pose. Gently rising up, tuck the toes under, and let's return to one final downward facing dog. Feeling a beautiful release for the hamstrings, maybe the calf muscles. And gently lower your knees down and come to take a seat on your glutes, extending your legs out in front. Inhale, raise your arms skywards, find length, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold, melting atop of your legs. Really allowing yourself to find a passive stretch here. Rounding the upper body, relaxing the arms, the legs. Mindful breaths. Mindfully rise up, roll your shoulders back and come into a comfortable seated position. You might like to close the eyes, relax the belly, the face, and take a moment to honor your practice. On your next inhalation, reach your arms skywards, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining our Pilates lower body strength practice.